for anti-blood clotting, definitely good amount of the right amount of unsaturated fats is required, so that at least the sticking of the platelets doesn't happen, creating the clot. With that, your immune function, your iron, your zinc, your vitamin D is important. And then for your antioxidant power, your vitamin A, C, and E, omega-3 fatty acids is required. And for a wholesome, as I told, a combination of a balanced diet is required with these kind of important nutrients that is definitely required in your diet. Okay. Now, with that, exercise, definitely a proper yes. Can a person do exercise post recovery? Yes, he must be doing an exercise, but cause of his fatigue and tiredness, okay, automatically a person cannot be doing high intense exercise. So as you used to do, I'm sure you will not be able to do, but make sure at least you start improvising on doing some form of exercises, because that will take control on your recovery. Okay, so if you see, it actually improvises on your breathlessness, it improvises on your muscle weight, it increases your confidence, your stress and anxiety will reduce, it will boost your blood circulation, it supports on, you know, your balance. Okay, so it even improves on your muscle strength as well. So with this, there are few rules that you need to take care when you are, you know, during your I mean, you have to do some exercise post your recovery. As told, make sure you do your warm-ups, wear some loose comfortable clothes, wait at least an hour after a meal before exercising, avoid exercising too much in hot weather, drink plenty of water, and make sure you exercise indoors if it is a very cold weather. Okay, with that, if you're feeling nauseatic, feeling sick, or maybe pain, slightly dizzy, then slightly reduce on what you're exercising and just do some little flexibility exercises. That is more than enough. Okay, so now we will play a video to understand why exercise is important and how we can improve it. Okay, Justine, can we have the minute video, please?
You're able to see it?
Yeah, I'm able to see, but have you played it yet?
No, I'm about to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a new virus, there's a lot yet to discover. But we do know what others have experienced, like difficulty climbing the stairs, keeping a brisk walk, or keeping pace with other activities they used to enjoy. Whatever stage you're at, the good news is that there's a great deal you can do to help your body recover. Hint, it's not resting all day. Rest is crucial, but too much and you'll slow your recovery and lose muscle mass, increasing your risk of injury. Instead, physios recommend exercising little and often. Just aim to do a little better each time. For example, if you're right at the beginning of your recovery, grab a chair and practice sit-to-stand exercises, or take the stairs each step at a time, literally. Then, as your confidence grows, gently work your way towards something a bit more challenging. It's easy to lose track of
Thanks, Jasleen. So as you all saw, it's how much ever rest you need to take, yes, but it's important to be active also. So go step by step. Okay, so make sure that you start with your warm-ups. Okay, so few warm-ups that I've shown over here, and then do some muscle stretches. With that, if you have the stamina, then definitely you can do some fitness exercises like your walking, your cycling, or marching on the same spot. That can be done, or you can do some strengthening exercises also. But once you're done with that, again, go step by step. If you're not able to finish your warm-up exercises, then it's okay. Then just week by week, keep on increasing your warm-up exercises to the number of duration, and then maybe go to your muscle stretches slowly. Okay, only then it will help you with your recovery, otherwise you are tiring your body again. Okay, with this, definitely additionally adding some strengthening exercises. Post that, cool down exercises has to be taken care. Okay, which means that maybe you can just do some breathing practices, or you can repeat the warm-up exercises again. Okay, so this should be your routine. Start with a very small pace. Do not try to do as you used to do, okay? Because you cannot, and the body cannot do it. So I know if many of them have that in mind, my weight loss is my first priority. I'm telling you, if you are going to do with such intense exercise also, you will not be able to see any kind of weight loss or fat loss, and that will be prolonging for months. So better for a week or like 3 to 4 weeks, completely focus on restoring your body and improvising on the energy, improvising on the muscles, and completely recovering. You will see weight loss much more faster and at an easier pace as well. Okay. But again, it doesn't mean that I'm telling you that you should go out of track with your eating habits. Maintain it, but with your exercise also, take it slow. Okay. With this, additionally, breathing practices should be followed to improvise on the lung capacity of the people having a lot of problems with, breathlessness, or still having that nasal congestion or cough or anything, or not also. Definitely continuing the breathing practices, belly breathing, your meditation, your pranayam can be done, humming exercises can be done, definitely self-awake prawning, where you are sleeping to your left, your right, and to the opposite side, on your back, and slightly at the elevated position, and doing your breathing practices for 20 to 30 minutes. So this also will actually support on improvising on your lung capacity and increasing your oxygen levels as well. And one of the very good breathing exercises is even blowing balloons. Okay, so if you have some time, definitely blowing balloons is superly going to improvise on your intercostal muscles, which is supporting on your lung capacity as well. Okay, so try following these kind of simple exercise and increasing your intensity slowly. Okay, with that, for people having breathlessness, so for them, definitely you can offer such practices can be done. One is high side lying, so that you're able to breathe well, and these kind of position actually support on improvising on the oxygen levels. So you can start opting for these for people who are having breathlessness concerns, even after having this COVID. Very few people do have this symptoms yet, so you can start opting for this, so at least that easing of breathlessness will be taken care. Okay. And very importantly, vaccination. So again, a lot of question marks on vaccination. So again, whenever you want to get vaccinated, first of all, it's good to get vaccinated, because that's going to protect you from the severity of the different kinds of infections, and especially the coronavirus. Okay. But again, it doesn't mean that you can go after your vaccination, that you can go out of mask, or you can stop sanitizing yourself. You need to continue and follow all the protocols that are required for the safety. And third thing, before you get vaccinated, always have a word with your doctor, because there are few medications, or maybe a few people having maybe when they were hospitalized, high dosage of steroids were given, which may interact with the vaccine as well. So whenever you're getting vaccinated, just have a one word with the doctor whether you can go about, because now it's already told that at least post COVID, like once the COVID you have got it, contracted with COVID, at least you need 3 months of time to get yourself vaccinated. Okay, so be it in any case, make sure you just have one word with your doctor, because on the medications that you are on, it should not get interacted with the vaccines taken. Okay, so but make sure that anybody above 18 can take a vaccine, but again, with a better is with advice of a doctor as well. Okay. Now coming with the supplements. So everybody have a question mark whether I can take supplements after my vaccination. Can I take supplements during COVID, after COVID? Yes, you can take, because ours is a food supplement, and it's going to support on giving you more quality nutrients with the food that you'll be taking. Okay. So very clearly, with whatever we have spoken on the proteins or different kind of nutrients, we are very blessed to have this right set of supplements that can give a great support with the food that we're going to eat as well. So firstly, being your all plant protein powder, because as we all know, proteins is essential right now for the building block for the muscles, and our protein giving you almost 8 grams, you can definitely increase the dosage of proteins in your normal food as well, because the digestibility power also is very good. Okay, so with your normal food that you're increasing on your sources, make sure you can increase the dosage even to 2 to 2.5 scoops also per day. Next is your daily, which is again a combination of different vitamins and minerals that the body requires post recovery stage. Okay, so it has vitamin A, C, zinc, iron, calcium, it has selenium. So, all that is required in the right quantities, our multivitamin will be a great support with the antioxidants that you'll be taking. So, maybe you're taking your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your seeds, your flax seeds. Make sure you continue taking that, and with that, our daily our multivitamin will help you to maintain on your antioxidant levels as well. Then is your salmon omega 3, which is again a great foundational supplement that we all know, which again, as told, the main problems of post COVID is your blood clots is one thing, and secondly, your inflammation, right? So, our omega 3 fatty acids taken again in the right way with the normal foods and the exercises can definitely support, acting as an anti inflammatory, as well as somewhere it acts as a blood thinner. So, the clotting process also would be, slightly reduced. So again, these three are a great foundational supplement, and especially for your post recovery stage, is definitely a must. Okay, with that, vitamin C cherry plus, as told, again for to reducing if any chance of blood clotting happens, or maybe to boost up on your immunity, to maintain on your immunity, to improvise on any kind of changes that has happened in your skin texture or your hair texture or your joints. For the lubrication of joints, vitamin C cherry plus is definitely a great combination that you can take it for your post recovery. Then comes your ashwagandha. The reason I put ashwagandha is again, as told, post recovery, many of them have different symptoms. Okay, so depending upon the symptoms, for few, anxiety can be one of the greatest issues. So for them, ashwagandha also can be added so that it will calm their mind, it will de-stress them, and it will give them good sleep. It will energize them as well. Okay, so there's your first set of supplements, your first prior supplements. With that, as told, depending upon the symptoms, for few, phlegm formation is still there, cough is still there. For such kind of people, you can continue giving them Vasaka Mulleti Surasa, because this supplement again supports on reducing the persistent cough, or taking control on that phlegm formation as well. Then is your natural B with yeast. Again, having good set of vitamin Bs is a great support to improve your metabolism, energize your body, to support on your immune cells. So all that your natural B is definitely a great support. Your milk thistle plus. So for people who want to, who thought that okay, a lot of medicines have happened and I need a detox for the body to cleanse my liver. So definitely a milk thistle plus can be a great support with our Nutrilite Amlaki, Viptaki, Haritaki. If you do not have any diarrhea happening, then these two are very great for detoxing the body also. So again, to cleanse the body, to cleanse the liver, it will automatically help to support on different organs. Then is your CalMag D plus, because it straightforwardly has zinc, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, which is again going to support on your immune function as well as your bone health. Then is your Chyawanprash, which again we have now been telling it's a very great support, or it's an addition for the foundational range. Again, to give it a great immunity strength for your overall body, to support on your digestion, to improvise on your energy levels. Taking Chyawanprash again is a great, it's a great support for the post recovery. If you have to say, every supplement in our Nutrilite is actually going to support in some or the other way to energize the body, or to boost up our complete health, right? So depending on the symptoms or the priority, you can opt for which supplement is necessary, but definitely being protein daily omega is definitely a must. With that, depending if you are a person not opting, not able to still swallow food, and not able to eat much of fruits and vegetables, then you can choose your concentrated fruits and vegetables. One can opt for even Nutrilite coenzyme Q10. So it's just not, these are the main set, right? So you can keep shuffling through different Nutrilite supplements to overall support on your uh, well-being, as well as to support on your future health also, so that you're able to maintain a very healthy well-being mentally as well as physically. Okay. So with this, I would end my session. I hope this has helped most of y'all. And if we have time, we'll take some questions. Over to you, Justine.
Thank you, Susan. It was wonderful presentation. We already got a lot of good feedback also on the session. Yes, we actually took a little extra time on the presentation, but it's okay. We will take some 5 to 7 questions before we can close today. So let me quickly just scan for the best questions which can help everybody. What is self-awake proning? Yeah, I think you had mentioned it in one of the slides.
Yeah, so that again is the proning. I do had pictures actually. Okay, so maybe in the next session I'll just add in one. It's to improve the oxygen levels of the person, or to improve the lung capacity. It's just to change the position. So how can you do it? Is sleeping completely towards your left with slightly elevated position, or to your right, or completely on your back, and then you tend to breathe for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So those are all your proning positions. And I'm sure if you can put it up on Google also, you easily get proning positions. So that's specifically to improve the saturation levels for people having breathlessness and all.
Okay, yes. So one person is asking advice on how these supplements should be consumed. So for exact detail, you have to go for a consultation from your region health consultants. They will help you with when to take, how much to take, and how to take. They will be the right person to guide you on that.
So I got one thing telling post-COVID, if blood thinner has been continued, do we still give omega? Yeah, like depends upon when you're giving it. Okay, if the person is given a blood thinner for morning, maybe you can take omega for dinner. Okay, so maybe change the timings of the meal, but yes, you can take, no problem.
Okay.
Don't take it omega.
It's okay. Finished. Can lactating women take the vaccine? If you know, please help them.
Justine, I missed it. Can you repeat?
Yeah. Can lactating women take vaccine?
Lactating, yes, but again, better to talk to your gynae. But yes, actually, they have given for a lactating mother to take a vaccine. But again, it's not right from my part to tell as a nutritionist. It's better you take an advice from the doctor as well.
Okay. How to manage hair loss after COVID-19?
As told, have a very balanced diet, drink good amount of water, increase your iron sources, and definitely your all plant protein powder, omega daily, biotin cherry plus will give a great support.
Having chest pain post-COVID, is it a big problem? Is it something to be worried about?
That's also because of the intensity and the severity of you persistent coughing. The person would have had chest pain. Okay, but as told, do some breathing exercises, and maybe taking Vasaka Muleti Surasa would be support with the other supplement also. But continue taking care on your recovery, tips that we've been discussing about.
Cool. Okay, I think I can take this. WHO says virus doesn't spread via food, is cooked to outside food safe. So yes, see, obviously we cannot completely say 100%, but as per the articles and researches that even I have been seeing, cooked food, if you're ordering from outside Zomato, Swiggy, it is deemed to be safe as of now because they have not resulted in any particular number of increase in cases. Okay.
Maybe when you're just taking it, just sanitize it and then collect the food.
Yeah, just do the precautions from your end. But obviously the food where it's cooked, right, you all know it's cooked in heavy temperatures, so it's what we learned from the research and articles is it is safe. Okay. Yeah, this is one question. So during vaccination or after vaccination, having supplements, is it a problem?
Not at all. You can absolutely take it. It's going to support your systems much better, because all of ours is a food supplement. So with good quality, it's going to support it. So no problem. You can take.
Yeah, so definitely, even I would like to add this, that post vaccination, even I was feeling very dull, because we all know that is a common symptom of post vaccination, right? So I feel just taking the multivitamin and taking vitamin C kind of boosts you up and manages those dullness that you have post vaccination. Yeah, Susan, just scan if you see some good question, one or two, even I'll do
So
the
I can
same.
see, hi, I'm recovered from COVID 15 days back. Is it okay to take the VAB program? As told, depending upon your post-COVID, your symptoms, if your body is absolutely back to the normal as it used to be, then it's okay. If you do feel some kind of tiredness or the other symptoms prolonging, then I would suggest that you completely get recovered and then you do the weight loss program. But till then, you can continue all the other supplements and eat healthy food and take the other precautions so that you're not gaining weight. So that also should be taken care.
Okay, I think we can take this. So, as Susan, we've covered a little generally today about post-COVID recovery, but something specific for people who had lung infections, issue with lung due to COVID. So, when they are recovering, something specifically supplements, what do we suggest?
So you can, we can suggest them vitamin C cherry plus, your Vasaka Mulleti Surasa. All of these are again going to support on the immunity boosting supplements as we've been speaking about. You can add Tulsi, because all of these are having anti-inflammatory properties, antiviral properties. So for these kind of people, you can definitely opt for these options, which your omega-3 as well. So I can see, do we need to take echinacea post-vaccination as a precautionary measure? So it's not like it's mandatory that you need to take echinacea, but yes, taking a multivitamin, as Justine herself gave a advice telling taking vitamin C in daily itself is boosted up. Taking echinacea also will definitely support. There's no harm, but it's not like you should be taking echinacea. It's a great support. You can take. We can take Vasaka along with other supplements as well, no problem. So I can see vitamin D levels are low. How many Calmac D is suggested? So if vitamin D levels are low in the blood, I would suggest that go for a therapeutic dosage. Along with that, take a Calmac D 1 to 2 per day, because our vitamin D is quite less to increase on the vitamin D levels at once in the blood. So make sure that you take a therapeutic dosage. Along with that, take your Calmac D plus for a greater support and absorption of the calcium and magnesium, and to maintain the vitamin D so that it doesn't drop down.
Okay, so this will be the last question that we're taking for today. So we've got a question that after recovering from COVID, like post-COVID, their daughter had heavy bleeding, including some blood clots. So anything that you would suggest that she can take?
Heavy bleeding in the sense?
During her menstrual cycles, heavy bleeding with blood clots.
Blood clots. Okay, so that maybe she can just maybe due to the hormone imbalances and so many medications she's been going through and taking, definitely that can give a lot of hormone imbalance also. As I was talking about, it can affect the organs. So with the supplemental dosage, as told, it's very much better to take a consultation to understand more better, getting a better understanding, rather than I abruptly giving a supplementation.
Correct.
Feel that it's very much better she takes a consultation so that I can get a clarity on what exactly the problem is.
Yeah, but at least just as a starting, I think they can start with PDO. That should be good, right?
PDO can be started. Protein daily omega can be started for sure. But if anything has to be added, definitely a consultation is required.
Yes, yes. Okay, so this brings us to the end of very exciting session. Like, it was very informative, something which is so apt for the current timings, because whoever you see around you are people who are either infected or are actually recovering, you know. So this is what is happening around us. So use this information to help people, you know, to help yourselves. Use all the easy, simple tips that Susan has mentioned here. I'm sure it's going to be beneficial. Also, for all our participants, if your questions have not been answered, my sincere request, please take a personalized consultation from health consultants. Pan India, every region, we have, you know, language specific consultants as well. So get in touch with them. They will help you. They will suggest you on what you should take. And finally, thank you, Susan, and thank you all the participants for joining us today. It's been a very informative 1 hour, and I'm hoping this session helps you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasleen. Thank you, everybody, and take care of your health. And hopefully this has helped you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining. Until we meet next, stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and do share this information with others who have not been able to join us, or maybe who are not a part of our organization. Okay. Thank you. Take care.